Young Lee man and I came from the East Coast. I feel like a future young nigga gon' beast mode. Hang out the window with a gold, that's his ego. Came from the Ville, gotta do it for my people. She rap with the gang and she fuck with the ego. Yeah, that's how she like it. She want me to pipe, let's get it deleted, no time for no Skyping. OTM straight out the mouth, we the lightest.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk Biz Naive. Let's talk Turkey. Okay, so the Sixers win yesterday and tied the series 2-2 against the Miami Heat with the final score 116-108. First thing off the rip, James Harden was back. James Harden gave us that sample size of that Houston James Harden. James Harden was out there looking juiced up. And if you are the Sixers, if you want to win a championship, let alone this series, this is how we're going to need James Harden to play. Okay? Jimbo Slice. Alright, so speaking of James Harden, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, 8 of 18 from the field, 6 of 10 from the three-point line, 60% from the three-point line. I'll take that all day, every night from you, Harden. That's what I'm talking about. Efficient buckets, okay? 8 of 18, that's still efficient. I give you that. You know what I'm saying? 9 of 10 for the free throw line. You are getting to the rack. You're being aggressive. You're looking for that contact, but you also trying to finish. You know what I'm saying? And you played 41 minutes, so you ran. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need from James Harden, okay? Maxey followed up with an 18-piece. We got 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. So we was getting to the line all night. And when you're talking about Maxey is just there. He's going to consistently give you that damn near 20 points a game. We have all the keys, all the tools around us to win this championship. Miami is done. And we'll get to that. But let's talk about the big boy on the block, the OG, triple OG. Nothing goes in, nothing goes out without his say. The MVP, in my opinion, still, I don't care about what they talking about. We'll get the finals MVP. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid had a 24-piece, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 of 13 from the floor. Efficient in a mug. And then he was 1 for 3 from the three-point line and 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Everybody always talk about how he get into the line. They're complaining. They can't stop him. They can't guard him. They have to chop at his arms and biting and try to put him in the RKO and all this extra stuff going on. You can't guard Embiid. And when it's all said and done, he gonna be the greatest Sixers to ever lace up. Okay? Now, when you're talking about Embiid, the fact that he's back, you gotta look at it like this. When he was out, everything was just chaotic. I mean, everybody was just like, what are you doing this? You missing this shot? You turning this over? You not being aggressive? You not shooting? You not doing this? What are we doing? It was like we were just running around with our heads cut off. We looked like deer in the headlights, you know what I'm saying? Then when Embiid came back in game 3, in which I knew he had to come back with that black mask, may I add. But it's just, he brings a sense of calmness, a sense of leadership, a sense of assurance that we're going to get this done. Like, Big Bro got us. You feel what I'm saying? Embiid is Big Bro on the team. He got us. He going to take us to the promised land. We just need that James Harden. We need that Harden. Now, to follow up behind Harden and Maxey, you had your Tobias. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 6 of 10 from the floor, efficient, like I said. 1 of 4 for the three-point line. It could do a little better, but you played 35 minutes. Tobias is just picking his spots. At this point, he's just picking his spots, and he's getting whatever he wants. Throughout the flow of the game, he ain't forcing. When he get the rock and they call his number, he's definitely confident. He's pulling up for 3-pointers. It don't matter if it go in or not. He's pulling up. He's just picking his spots. So Tobias is right where he needs to be. And as of my concern right now, he's living up to that contract. He's living up to it. You know what I'm saying? But the real main reason why this series is looking different is because not only Embiid, but on Miami side, let's talk about Miami side, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is porking it up for Miami. When Kyle Lowry is on the floor, it makes Miami's lineup smaller. And it just works in our favor. You see a lot of time he's on Tobias. He can't guard Harden. He can't guard Maxey. He can't guard Embiid, so you got to put him on Danny. But then you got Strus out there. So is you going to put Strus on Harden, Maxey? You see what I'm saying? So it's causing like mismatches all over the floor. So, in my opinion, let's talk about Kyle Lowry, right? 6.7 assists, 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 6 from the three-point line. We called it a donut, a Dunkin' donut, a Krispy Kreme donut. In 30 minutes and 4 turnovers. You really didn't bring much to the table. You got guys involved as far as getting your assists, but you weren't scoring, you weren't efficient, and you ain't bringing that defense to the floor. You know what I'm saying? So Kyle Lowry's messing it up. And my next question is, where's Duncan Robinson? I mean, he did sign a 5-year, $90 million contract with Miami. That's damn near Tobias money. And he's falling out of the rotation? I don't know what's going on, but Vincent ain't doing much better. Vincent, 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 for the three-point line. He putting up donuts as well. And then you got 0 rebounds. You got your 1 assist. You got 0 steals, 0 blocks, 2 points in 10 minutes. Why he out there? You got a guy that's making $90 million sitting on the bench. Granted, keep him on the bench. Shit, it's just better for us, you know what I'm saying? Keep Lowry out there. But Miami is giving it all they got, and they still can't beat us. They're done. I told y'all there's nothing impressive that I saw about Miami. Okay? Jimmy's not going to get you 40 every night. He's not going to get you 30 every night. And even if he does, it's showing that he can get 40. Adebayo can get 20. Look, Adebayo, 21.7 rebounds, 9 of 12 for the field. Definitely was efficient, was balling out. So Jimmy could give you the 40 points, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Adebayo could give you the 21 and 7. Oladipo come with the 15, and they can still lose. They only had 108 points. It's nothing they can do about Embiid. It's nothing you can do about if Hart is making that step back. It's nothing they could do about Maxey, in which he leads the playoffs in fast break points. It's nothing they could do about Tobias in the post. So, and then playoff Danny is just showing up. It's safe to say that Danny Green is here for at least the rest of this series. Playoff Danny, not pop Danny. It's looking like playoff Danny will be here for the rest of this series. I don't know how it's gonna look another one. Maybe he'll be off game 1, game 2, the next series, whatever the case may be. Cause we getting past Miami. This is a wrap. This is a Rapskis for Shursky. You see what I'm saying? So they giving it their all. We won every quarter except for what? The third quarter. So if you think about it, quarter 1, Miami 28 to our 30. Quarter 2, Miami 28 to our 34. Quarter 3, Miami 29 to our 25. That's the only quarter that they won. And then in the fourth, they had 23 to our 27. So if you're looking at it, they're getting consistent 20-point quarters, and they still losing the quarters. That just means they can't stop us. They're overmatched. They have nothing for us. Jimmy Butler scored what? He had 17 points in the third quarter, if I'm correct. And they still lost the game. They still were down 89 to 85 after the third quarter, and Jimmy had 17 in that quarter. They have nothing for us. They're outmatched. And I'm peeping Doc's game plan. He's focusing more on getting Embiid in the middle of the paint, or if they fronting him, throwing that lob over so he can get right under the basket. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to see Embiid at the top of the key and there's too much of him on the perimeter. Let's get him right in the middle so that he's just causing a diversion so that other guys can be open. As soon as he gets the ball, he can kick it out to Danny, and Danny's hitting them corner threes right now. It's a wrap for Miami. They shot their load. We got the momentum. It is what it is. There's nothing they can do about it. Y'all, it's time for Miami to start making seating arrangements for that plane. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3 Cancun. It's a wrap. So I think it was really good that we didn't sweep Toronto. I think the fact that we went through a battle and a war in Toronto, it just helped us sharpen our blade as far as being in tough, grinded out games, close games, in which now this series is going to be a tough, grinded out game. And you keep hearing the same motto, weather the storm. And that's what we doing right now. We was down 0-2. Now it's 2-2. And on the real, if Harden is looking like this, you can book game 6. You can book that it'll be over in 6, 4-2. We be down 0-2 and then sweep them. You see what I'm saying? But then, again, you got to think about it. This is Miami. I'm not going to sit here and count Miami out or whatever the case may be, but I'm still going to take that Game 7 Philly wins. But yeah, let's look around the league. okay? Because I ain't really gonna come at nobody today. Everybody actually, it was a well-fought, game by the whole team. Everybody produced pretty well. And I didn't have many problems. We matched up on every stat basically with them. You know what I'm saying? They're done. But the Mavs, they tied the series 2-2. Doncic, 26.7 rebounds, 11 assists. Finney Smith, 24 points, 8 rebounds. And Brunson, which I thought we should have drafted, and which my pops thought we should have drafted too, had 18 points. Devin Booker had 35, 7 assists. But CP3 porked it up. See, CP3, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 of 4 from the field, was fouled out of the game, was definitely in trouble, foul trouble all game. He was 1 for 3 from the 1 for 1 from the 3-point line. So CP3, I can't really back this one up. I can't really back this one up, my brother. You was porking it up. You know what I'm saying? Stop fouling. Just get your head in the game. I knew there was something going on about, I guess, the fans, some altercation with the fans and his family. That's never acceptable. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just a game. And, you know, we all grown men and you know, we're all human beings at the end of the day. I think his wife has something to do with that. So that's never acceptable. And that's just classless. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I ever heard anything like that happening in Philly, like where somebody's wife got touched. That's different. That's a different level, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you still look like you had a diaper out there on the floor. Nonetheless, I can't really back this one up. I think you definitely are one of the greatest point guards to ever play, but you gotta, and I expect you to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? But don't play around with Doncic, because you can get dropped off. If you can get dropped off. Let me just keep it at that. So yeah, man, Boston play Milwaukee. Milwaukee's up 2-1 against the Celtics. They play today at 7:30. Then you got at 10 p.m. later on tonight, you got Memphis versus Golden State. Ja Morant is likely to miss this game due to injury. Jordan Poole, something was going on. He ended up grabbing Morant's foot and his knee and pushing him, and they trying to say it was a dirty foul. I don't know, but Ja Morant is unlikely to play. And so the Sixers play Miami tomorrow at 7:30. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee in the building. Miami's done. They're done. They shot their load. There's nothing they can do about it. And even if you put Duncan Robinson in now, it's too late. You didn't let us come all the way back. He still would have to come in and get back into the rhythm of things. They done. Okay? But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee in the building, signing out. And until next time, folks, T-Roy, take us home. They say lil' bro ain't keeping it real, yeah, Snake, that's crazy. Feeling in my bones on to make 100 million, and this shit won't phase me. A biggie in paper, too many dollars, too many bills, somebody save me.